Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eversoul. For today's video, I'm gonna do a bit of a review and kind of talk about my thoughts on different modes of the game so far, what I'm thinking, a bit of an overall review, and kind of assess, well, am I still gonna keep playing it? What do I think? Am I bored? What's good? What's bad? A little bit of everything, so let's get to it. Alright, so we are talking Eversoul today. This is an idle RPG, anime style, gacha, collector, waifu collector. And honestly, I've been playing it for a little bit now, so I wanted to take the time and give a little bit of my thoughts about what I like, what I don't like, and my thought of to continue or not to continue playing this game. So I've been playing for over 2 weeks now, or almost to the third week. This did launch globally on January 5th, and I did start playing it the first day. I've been playing at a very chill pace though. There are plenty of days that I don't try to grind this campaign. I barely have pushed it, honestly. Like, I'm at 9-39 here, and a lot of my friends are much further. I got stuck at 8-35, which is a popular stage that people get stuck at, apparently. And yep, so did I. I have a feeling I might get stuck at this 9-40 as well, but I'm not too sure yet. But as far as the battle mode goes, I do like the mechanics so far. It's simple enough. You choose when the ultimates go, but that's about the extent of manual, I guess. You can fully manual when they go, or you can you could set up the AI for the order that the ultimates will go in. That's something as well. But I think the battle style is okay. There's the speed up, so that's not too bad. It also has the option where you can play the animations for all the attacks extra as well. So I think I should start off by talking about that. Animation style, I love the art. That's probably got to be the number one thing I like about this game, is the style and the customization that goes along with that. So there's all sorts of fun little graphics that you can have as your background on your main screen. You can customize it to have one of these illustrations, or you could customize it to have some of your favorite heroes with a different background of your choice. Oh, these are fun, depending on what you've gotten. You could also choose which music plays in the background of your homepage. So overall, I feel like this game is so much about vibe, and it gives me such chill, happy, relaxing vibes, which I really enjoy, honestly. I've played so many games that feel stressful and intense, even the gacha games where you just feel like you have to obsessively grind, or you're missing out. It's kind of nice to take a step back and just enjoy something pretty and customizable. So speaking of that, you can even customize your name tag here that people see when they click your account. So you can show your stats, you can show your guilds, you can show whatever you want as the picture. You can kind of make it super, super unique. Like, I have a picture, you could have, it doesn't have to be this, there's so many different things it can be, and different things you can choose to show. So I really like when a game gives you those options. You also can control different characters as you walk around the little maps. You can be the guy who's like the protagonist of the story, or you can be one of the little girls, which is, I find it weird when I'm walking around as someone and then I have to go on a date with like myself. It just feels weird. So I kind of like to pick someone who's not gonna be one of the main characters. So graphics wise, I give a thumbs up. I think the battle animations are cool, the fight scenes are cool, and the summons are definitely as well. The summoning is also something I really like. I feel like we get plenty of normal tickets, type tickets, friendship points, to be able to do lots of summons on a regular basis. There's even artifact summons for each hero or soul. And that's one thing too that's quite nice. You have a wish list, you can choose a rate up. There's the type summons, and you can choose which ones you have an increased odds of getting. The normal summons have a very nice pity of only 30 pity until you get an epic, and the epics are the highest tier. The only difference is, like, you could say the demons and angels are the best type in a tier above some of the other just general, like, human, beast, and whatever, maybe. Friendship summons can literally summon anybody. So there's not a pity here, like that has only a pity of 30, which is insane. But you can even get like the demon and angel characters, not light or dark, demon or angel, here as well. There's also these pickup summons, which you can use the premium currency for. So I've been just kind of waiting. I kind of wish I got Mephistopheles, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until the newer heroes come out. I'm not going to get Jiho because she's more of a support unit, and I think there's plenty of good support in the game right now. I'd rather have some fun with a damage dealer. You also can pick based on if you're choosing to focus a certain type, although I'm not really picking a certain type, honestly. I'm kind of playing a little bit more spread out. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that later, but I'd rather have options when I go in a battle. If I'm stacked as only humans and I have no fairy or undead or whatever, like, I'm gonna have trouble in certain battlefronts if you're the negative type. It's definitely like an affinity type system where depending on your type that affects, let's see, let me show you. You have strengths versus other types, and that can really give you an advantage in battle. So I like that. Simple enough. And the battle, like I said, the battle system I would put on I like the battle system. It's simple. I got stuck on 835 like mentioned, but I didn't mind waiting a few days to work on leveling up the characters. So the character stuff is really nice. It's simple, champion collector style. You need dupes to advance. Kind of reminds me of Eternal Evolution, so I absolutely am hoping to get copies of my favorite souls, but not happening so far too well anyway. It's fine though. I do like their soul pass and their cash shop stuff. The value seems pretty good for a lot of their items, I have to say. I got the gold ticket and it includes extra summons. I love me a battle pass in any style game, and I'm really happy that they have one as well. It ends with being able to choose a epic type, so I'll have to see which ones I really need and hoping for most when it comes to getting duplicates. I was starting with humans as the ones I was liking most because I chose Jade, but honestly my fairies are popping right now, so I might kind of shift my focus to fairies, and I do love Talia here, so that's something as well. I also love the social and story aspect to this. So in the archive, you can view you can go through into the different love stories. The love stories results in you getting custom skins if you get the proper ending. And your choices throughout the story influence the ending, which is another thing I love in a game like any game like this. I love those story type games where it's just like choose your own adventure style. If that's your only part to the app, I really like those. So to have that mixed in, I kind of like too. The main story itself, as well as you read through the chapters and actually enjoy the story, which I think is nice. It's not too cheesy. You actually get resources in the form of summons, so that's really nice too. There's event stories going on right now, which are super funny, and I like that. I like that they made it a little bit silly, this Chloe's Strange Dream, which has a really funny, strange, corrupt version of Chloe, and it's super, super silly. But you get rewards, and it has an amazing shop that goes along with that. Happy to see events in this game so early on. We're so early, and we're already seeing great events happening, and we know there's more to come after Chloe's is over. So that's really great. When it comes to the other interactive things I'm talking about, or the kind of social aspect, there's this super silly cell phone type thing where you literally text and flirt with them, although you have no control over what they say, unfortunately. I wish you could. I really wish you could. What is this? Oh, just the love stories specifically, the things you need to do to continue those love stories. But I thought this was quite funny. It made me laugh a lot at first. There's also the go into town. So you can give your souls part-time jobs that gather resources. This is kind of the dispatch side of things. I guess that's usually what I've seen it called in most games. Or Outpost in Eternal Evolution. It's just a like passive send some troops to do a task and come back with some resources. And it's got this little bit of an open world feel to it where you can walk around and interact with all of your favorite souls, like Cherry, my favorite drunk pirate. I think she's super fun. And you can go on outings, like going on dates with your souls to build up your bond, so that way you can unlock more of the love story and get the special skins. You can also give gifts to do that as well. That's really fun. And then you also can go to your friends' towns and see how they designed their town. Like this is, right now I'm in the town square, right? So let me pop into my private land. I've started setting up my little town. We've got the main manor, which I kind of view as like the main house. And then so of course the puppies and the kitties have to hang out next to the main house. That's got to be all as one thing. With a little archway, but I wish this was a little bit more customizable or a little bit bigger, but I guess you expand your area later on. But you can buy the resources to like put down a floor, or I would just make it look like there's actually proper pathways. That would be nice. But it is what it is for now. But I really I like this aspect because this gives you something to do. You can design and you could change your design of your town. You could spend forever just designing your little town the way you want it, which I kind of like. Or you can just plop some things and not spend any time at all if you don't care about this part of the game. And I like that you can just go through. I could like lift, or I could lift it and store and put in the box a bunch of stuff and then go move it around later. Like I could be like, I want to redesign my whole town, and I could just move everything around. And then again, part-time jobs, we have people off on adventures. Just kidding. They're off doing really silly chores. Deciphering memories, what are we doing? Doll making, flower pot making, bread delivery, potato peeling, soliciting. We even have sales women. Laundry, statue making, hammering, sidewalk sales, taking returned books to the library, coffee grinding. But along with that, I like the logic that goes with this. So, okay, we just sent Catherine off on a task. If she's up here, like, I can't go talk to Siha. She's busy. Oh, I can call her on her cell phone. But I can't go and do a conversation, or I can't go on a date, an outing, while they're busy because they're working. I actually think that's cool. But yeah, sorry, I was saying we have a friend's town as well. Like, you can actually go visit your friend's town. Is it Corgi? I think he's the one that has a really funny one. But you can see how other people laid out their towns. And every day when you clear out monsters at the town, you can earn some extra friendship points. Don't you freeze on me now, game. I know I'm recording. Okay. But yeah, see, he's silly. 69. Oh, and he says hi. But yeah. So you normally every day you have to visit a few of your friends' town to get those free friendship summon points, which is simple enough, easy, but still a little bit interactive and pretty cute. I like that as well. So that's the interaction, the silly social side, the story, all of that kind of wrapped up on a top of the actual content of fighting is really nice. I also think they do the dungeons pretty clever. Is it Dual Gate? No, Hall of Memories? Hall of Memories is really nice. I really like the way... I think that's this. I think it's this. Oh gosh. The Dimensional Labyrinth is kind of annoying to me. I find myself stuck whenever I try to go the medium difficulty route. Even though it's pretty easy to do 1 and 2. I'm not quite sure how they changed these. I was trying to do Elite and I got stuck. I didn't even try the hardest one and I got stuck on stage 3. So unfortunately, because I'm stuck, I can't reset and go back. I'm just stuck until it resets. That's a little bit of a bummer, I would say. That would probably be the most negative as far as the content goes itself for the fighting. I would say the Dimensional Labyrinth is a little bit weird. I don't like that if you get stuck, you're just screwed for the day. You can't reset and change. Like, you're kind of trapped with going to if you go to a difficulty that's too high, you're just stuck. But yeah, we have Gate Breakthrough, which is all the affinities I've been very, very slacking with. Like this I guess is like your faction wars, your faction abyss, grinding up the resources to level up the artifacts for those specific souls. The dual gate's simple enough. You just have to fight a couple different battles where you have an increase in power, and then one you have a decrease, like a disadvantage. So you have to properly put up the right teams against those. I haven't done that one. Oh god. How is the difficulty of 1? Oh, I just haven't done it yet. So this is where I've been playing very chill. I'm not overly min-maxing my progress by any means. I'm just playing pretty chill. Some days I do it, some days I don't. And I've been kind of bad at that. If I was playing another game, I'd probably be yelling at myself, be like, don't forget to do that every day. But I'm kind of playing chill, to be honest. And I'm not complaining. I like the vibe. So when it comes to the things I don't like, besides Dimensional Labyrinth and the difficulties feeling strange and being stuck, if you're stuck, you're stuck. You can't like redo it. I also really don't like the expenses of the artifacts or the keepsakes. The gear system is very simple. I actually like the fact when you go into the keepsakes, it is what it is. This is the level. There's no which gear should I put on them. It's just the highest level you put on them. Simple. For once, playing a game where I don't have to think about gear is pretty nice. The aspect of thinking about gear though, you do have to decide what you're leveling up because this is expensive. The resources are really hard to get. Doing Dimensional Labyrinth is how you get those for leveling up the keepsakes, and it seems to be a slow grind. But we do have this special artifact that everyone gets, and that's what you're summoning. So deciding which heroes' souls have the best artifact and then trying to focus on leveling them up is kind of where it goes. I have to say one negative with this interface is when you're looking at, okay, I want to enhance this artifact. Oh, they fixed it. I'll say that I couldn't even see what the skill actually did before. Maybe it was bugged, but I couldn't even see what the skill did for a while. And I didn't like that when you're looking. There's some of the modes when you go to click on the artifact, you can't even see what the skills are, like when you're actually looking in different game modes. But yeah, it's okay, but it's a little bit expensive, and it's lacking customization for some people that really want they want to like really customize a character and have a lot to do with gearing. This is not the game for like intense creative gearing. It's pretty simple, but for me, I like to have it for once to play a game where it's not all about that, right? All right, and I think the other negative for me, I would say, is the levels sync. This seems very slow to open based on how many characters we can actually summon, and it's expensive to actually go ahead and do this. That's a lot. It's 2,100 summons for a pull. You need 63,000 summons to max out a full banner of the rate up ones. So I want to save for that. I don't want to waste it all just opening up this. So I kind of feel like, and this resource seems to come a bit slow. So I wish this was a little bit faster. And then also, if you decide, okay, I'm not really playing Claire, let's take her out and put someone else in here. It's on a cooldown for a whole day. So you have to pay to unlock the cooldown or wait. And that seems a little bit silly to me. So the level sync thing I think is kind of meh, honestly, unfortunately. But other than that, I don't think I really have any other complaints. I would say to sum things up, sorry this did end up being longer. I was really aiming for like a 10-minute video, and it never is the case. But to sum things up, I would say, yes, I still fully enjoy this game. I really like a lot of aspects. I think the pluses outweigh the little bit of negatives. There's nothing I really dislike except for the couple things I mentioned there, honestly. I think it's pretty chill. And the fact that it gives me the chill vibes and doesn't stress me out, and I don't feel the need to like obsessively grind. And I don't feel the competitive aspect as much. I'm sure I could be. You can be super competitive in this game, I'm sure. Of course, there's an arena and all sorts of different game modes, but I don't know. I think I like the vibe being chill, and I'm gonna play a more chill vibe style to go along with that. So I guess that's my thoughts for now, and overall I do plan to continue playing this. The only change might be with this, or with Infinite Magic Raid, or with Eternal Evolution, is when I do focus Honkai Star Rail, I might go super deep into that and go hardcore and have that be my #1 focus, as long as I like it like I expect I will. Hopefully I can get in on the next beta I think there's one more like closed beta, or is it an open beta? I don't know. But I'm gonna try to get in on that. I'm trying to talk to them if they have any sort of content creator communications or not. I don't know. But I'm excited for Honkai Star Rail, and I kind of found this game before knowing that that wasn't coming out too soon. But will Honkai Star Rail replace this game for a lot of people? Probably, because it's a similar audience. There's a lot of other big games like the Final Fantasy stuff coming out, and I could definitely see that being replaced for some, but oh well. Anyway, alright, that was way too long again. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. But I hope you liked hearing my feedback here, and I hope this helps in your decisions if you want to start playing this game. But I'd love to hear what you think about it overall in the comments below, and try to keep things positive, but a little critique's okay. Just don't be super negative, right? Anyway, I'm not sponsored. This is just a game I found randomly, but I'm enjoying it and I plan to keep playing it. Hope you guys are too. I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you in the next video.